Black Friday is the most important part of the year for any e-commerce brand, because this is where you will make the majority of the sales and profit. But if you do it wrong, you will end up losing tons of money, having terrible margins, and actually being poor cash flow, which is not something you want to see in the best time of the year to scale your brand. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to run the Black Friday email campaigns, what is the schedule you need to do, and how to maximize the revenue and sales and profit during this time. So let's get right into it. I'm also gonna cover two different scenarios for Black Friday. First of all, I'm gonna cover the actual Black Friday Cyber Monday weekend, and then I'm gonna let you know what, in my opinion, is the best time to start Black Friday in general. So let's begin with the whole Black Friday Cyber Monday weekend. Honestly, this is exactly what you need to do. And I know it might seem super simple, or on the other hand, for some people, it might be a lot of work and time to and effort to make all of these campaigns, which is true. But this is really what you need to succeed and just cut through the noise. Because, okay, normally let me start with a few things. First of all, I see a lot of brands, finishing their Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend sales on Monday, which in my opinion is not ideal because in the past years, I've seen many cases where brands would make more revenue 1 or 2 days after Cyber Monday, and in some cases, they would even make more per day than during actual Cyber Monday or even Black Friday itself. Which is why you want to extend your sale by like 1 or 2 days. You don't need to extend it to like Christmas, but just extend it to like December 3rd this year in 2025, and you will make just more money than anyone else, right? And I feel like there are multiple reasons behind it. Like, first of all, people are like, some people are kind of like late shoppers, so they'll just end up, just hunting the best deal and ultimately not buying from anyone because, like they're just gonna be like waiting and waiting and waiting. A lot of brands will just finish the sale and that's it. And then secondly, I just think there's way less competition. So if you think about it, everyone knows that Black Friday is gonna be there, everyone knows about Cyber Monday, and most of the brands are gonna run it, from Friday to Monday, and that's it. But then for the next 2 days, nothing happens. So if someone is still looking for the product, for the solution they just want to purchase, there's way less competition, whether it comes to ads or inboxes or emails themselves. This is why I like and I would recommend you extend it to December 3rd or at least December 2nd and run it by 1 or 2 days longer. You won't regret that promise. Now, in terms of the actual volume, we're gonna be sending 14, which is 1 4, emails across 6 days. And I know you might say it's a lot, but trust me, it's not. In the previous years, we've been running multiple cases where we had some brands that were like, no, that's too much. Let's just do one per day, and we did it. And then we had brands where we did 3 per day, and they're like, can we do more next time? So this is kind of just just to tell you that actually it matters, and sending more campaigns makes sense because this is the time where inboxes are most crowded. And I mean, like literally, every single brand is probably going to send an email. Even if they never sent an email before, even if they don't like sending emails, they will do it on Black Friday because, as they think this is what everyone does, right? So this is why you need to bigger volume to cut through the noise. Because normally, let's say on average day, your customer gets 10 emails per day. On Black Friday, they're probably gonna be getting like 30, 40, maybe even 50 emails per day, which again is a huge volume. So if you really want to cut through the noise and through the competition, you need bigger volume. Now, I would recommend doing 3 emails and 2 text messages on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and on all of the other days, doing 2 emails per day with 1 text message. And there's also reason behind it because you want to have multiple touch points throughout the day with your customer. So this is an example for like 3 emails and 2 SMS per day sent. You would send the first email in the morning between 7 to 9 a.m. Then for the SMS, you would do pre-afternoon send around like 11 or 12. Then email number 2 would be afternoon send between 1 to 2 p.m. SMS number 2 would be pre-evening send, I8D, but it would be pre-evening send between 3 to 5 p.m. Then email number 3 is gonna be evening send between 6 and 8 p.m. As you can see, it's multiple touch points, like to be exact 5 touch points, spread across the entire day from morning to evening, giving them a lot of the opportunities and chances to buy from you. You would do pretty much the same schedule on Cyber Monday, and then on days where you have 2 emails and 1 text message per day, you would run email in the morning between 7 to 9 a.m., SMS between 12 to 1 p.m., and then email number 2, evening send between 6 to 8 p.m., and this is pretty much it. Again, I know it might seem like a lot of work, a lot of volume, a lot of effort, but if you want to maximize your results, this is what's really needed. And again, I don't think this volume is bad at all because people are, like they're aware Black Friday is going to happen. It's not like they're like, oh my God, I didn't know it's going to be Black Friday. Everyone knows, everyone is waiting. That's why, you might see a drop off in sales early November or even sometimes like mid-October because people are waiting for, Halloween, Black Friday and whatnot. So really go ahead and send I would say this is like the bare minimum. Like if you think it's too much, I like okay. But a lot of brands will say like, what am I brand? Like, it's gonna be hurting my brand awareness, my positioning and everything else. And like to be completely honest, you're doing something good by sending those emails. Not like for yourself, like obviously for a brand you're doing good because you will end up with significantly more money, but you're also doing good for customers because let's just think about it. If they're looking for a product or they're looking to get the problem solved and they're like, thinking about it and whatnot, and then you're discounting your prices by like 30%, it means they're gonna get the same solution, which will get them the same outcome, but they will pay 30% less. So, like, technically, you're doing a very good thing by letting them know that, like, hey, if you want to get it, you can save 30%. Of course, you don't want to be scammy with this and anything else, like run an actual deal. But if you do it, then people will like actually appreciate it because again, everyone knows about Black Friday, and like, I mean, it's gonna save people money, right? Like they're gonna be happy because they pay less, got the same product, everyone is happy, you make more money, and so on and so forth. So again, don't be afraid to send more. And like another thing is that if someone has been on your list for some time and they won't buy during Black Friday, and pricing is their main and only objection, they won't ever buy from you, probably like never, right? So again, don't be afraid to send more. In some cases, we have even clients that want to send more than this, which is also fine. But I would say this is the bare minimum. And then there's like also one more email I didn't cover, which is Black Friday teaser. This one is pretty simple. You want to send 2 days or 3 days, whatever thing is better for you. And for your like previous schedule, I would suggest probably doing it on Tuesday and then maybe doing something in between, or maybe even on Wednesday evening, something like that. And then running it, as the whole Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend. For the teaser itself, it's gonna be something I called whitelist instructions. Like, just tell people like, hey, we're gonna run a huge Black Friday sale. If you don't want to miss out on this, make sure you move our emails to the primary tab, make sure you add us to your contacts, and then make sure you mark the email as starred. This way you're gonna get better deliverability, more people are going to see your emails, and ultimately you will end up making way, way more money. So this is for the Cyber Monday, Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend itself. But then usually I would suggest starting Black Friday a bit earlier, whether it's a week before actual Black Friday or 2 weeks. I would just do it. Normally, I would even suggest doing it on like November 14th, maybe even like mid this week, so midweek of the 17th. But I feel like 14th is the perfect time to just get started. Then the campaign for the whole month would be pretty much a few awareness campaigns, just again build trust, awareness, talk a bit more about your brand, about your products, the problems, everything else, kind of like pre-frame customers into how your product solves the problem, or like why might they need it or just want it. And then you have Black Friday teaser, again 2 days before the kickoff sale, and then you're gonna kick off the sale and then just send multiple Black Friday sale emails across these 2 weeks before the weekend, where like during the actual Black Friday Cyber Monday weekend, we're gonna do the same schedule I covered before. Now obviously if you run these Black Friday, early Black Friday sale emails, you don't want to be sending them the same email every single time, just have multiple angles as well. So the first email would be a sale kickoff. The second one could be talking about USPs, another one about reviews, another one about your maybe you versus competitors, another one about your process, how you make the product, another one maybe mythbusters, another one maybe blog article, another one maybe story from the founder, and so on and so forth. You get the point. Just feature your bestsellers, bundles, everything else. Make sure every email is different, but then also make sure that all of the emails are mentioning the sale in some shape or form. And then again for the Black Friday Cyber Monday weekend itself, just run the schedule I covered before. But really this is what you want to do, because again, if you're also gonna start earlier, you're probably gonna a lot of sales, and maybe even if someone buys within the first few days, they get the product delivered, they get to use it, they'll maybe buy once again during Black Friday just to stock up on more products, which again is gonna shorten repeat order, repeat customer cycle. It's gonna help you with the cash flow and so on and so forth. You're gonna maximize the LTV pretty quickly. But for the campaigns, I would say again, this is a perfect schedule if you want to make the most revenue. Now, again, it may seem like a lot of time and work and effort needed, but that's why, like here I come, I can help you with this and do everything for you. Usually we can set up the whole system in 15 days. Now, I was talking mainly about campaigns during the calendar, but also you want to have custom flows, Black Friday specific flows, where you have a specific offer tailored only to your Black Friday. So like, let's say normally you're running 10% off. For the Black Friday specific flows, you would do 30% off. You want to update all of your flows, shorten time delays, make them more aggressive, and that's how you win during Q4 on Black Friday. But again, if you feel like that's, too much for you to handle, or you just want someone that's done it multiple times over and over again and made tons of revenue and money for our clients, then you can go to bfcmemailmarketing.com. There's gonna be a quick video of me explaining, what the offer is, how it works, and we're also gonna show you pricing. So you don't need to jump on any calls if you don't want to. I understand that it might not be perfect for you, but if you don't want to jump on any calls, you can go ahead, watch the video, see what is the price. Again, you're gonna see everything. You can even click on buy now button if you don't want to jump on any calls. But if you still need to jump on a call, just kind of clarify a few things, or maybe ask what's the best strategy for your brand, or maybe you want some kind of custom solution, you can go ahead, book a call with me directly. And again, we're gonna do fully done for you Black Friday campaigns. Everything is gonna be done for you: copy, design, segmentation, deliverability. We're gonna upload emails to Klaviyo and send them. You only approve them, which is gonna take you 5 minutes. And again, you're gonna make tons of money from these emails and text messages as well. But if you feel like that's gonna be, a bit maybe more too expensive for you, or if budget is the problem, we also have done with you or do it yourself options where, like, done with you, I'm just gonna be consulting you. Do it yourself. You can go ahead, grab our copy and paste templates, use them, plug in your brand name, your logo, your images, and then you have pretty much the whole Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend covered using our templates. So you're gonna spend significantly less time. And yes, it won't be a custom solution, probably won't be as good as fully done for you. But if you're on a budget, this is the perfect way to, make the most money possible during Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So again, go to bfcmemailmarketing.com, or there's gonna be a link below this video. You can also book a call directly with me. I'm also gonna link it in the description. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Again, if you need help with us fully handling it for you, go to BFCM email marketing or click the link below this video. You can also go ahead and book a call with me right away directly. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Cheers.